Hi, I'm Meredith Rogers, and I'm here to show you just a few things that you can do using a Theraband to strengthen your upper body, arms, and core, and also use the band to facilitate spinal mobilization. So let's get started. The first thing that we'll look at is having the band around your feet. Now, when you place the band on your body, you want to make sure it stays open rather than letting it get bunched up. It just gives you more surface area to work with. So the first exercise is just a full mobilization of the spine. So you'll rotate the pelvis under. And what we can do is use the support that the band provides to really get good depth of the spine, good articulation of the spine. It's a difficult movement for a lot of people. Come all the way to flat, come up. Use the support of the band to mobilize through the spine without allowing the band to pull us or do the work for us. We instead use it to create depth in our work. Second thing that you can do is more so a mobilization exercise, bending the knees. Keeping the band hooked around the feet, you'll roll back into a chest lift position. So once you're there, just lift it up off your shoulder blades. We're going to do a half roll up. So we just bring the chest to the thighs and then bring the spine away from the thighs. Again, not using the support of the band to just pop up, but instead working the spine in both directions. So we're really digging down deeply into the abdominals and then resisting the pull of the band on the up. A nice way to integrate before we do the next trunk exercise is to sit all the way up, lean a little bit back, and do a wide elbow bend. So this is great for the shoulders, great for the upper body. It's a nice, solid spinal position. So I do like 5 to 10 there, and then we'll go back down into our initial position, just off the shoulder blades. And here we can add some trunk rotation to challenge our oblique muscles. So we'll take rotation in one direction, and what you want to make sure of as you rotate your upper body is that your lower body stays still. And then we just do that same range coming up, except for this time coming up on the side and down on the side. Coming up on the side and down on the side. Now, it would be up to you, depending on how many repetitions you're deciding, if you would want to sit up in between. But for now, we'll just go straight over to the other side, lifting up and coming down and lifting up, bending inwards and coming down. I usually do about 10 repetitions of those. Great way to get a good burn in the abdominals, and then we can come all the way up from there. We'll go into a seated rotation next. So either with straight legs or a little bend in the knees, bending the knees. If it's too difficult to sit straight with the legs straight, bending the knees is a good option. So option number 1 here, we're going to bend one arm, sliding it very close to the body while the other arm reaches forward. So it's a sitting rotation. And then coming back to center. And then the other arm bend. So you'll alternate sides. And I'm letting the band glide across my feet a little bit as I'm reaching that straight arm forward and center. So in seated rotation, you're working really a lot on really finding the musculature of the trunk. And here with the band, you can use it to increase your rotation. And then a second option is to, instead of taking the arm close to the body, is to take the bent elbow wide and pull down and back with the opposite arm. So lots of arm strength challenge here and lots of spinal mobility challenge. One arm bends wide, the other arm pulls down towards the floor and center. So you could choose one of those to emphasize your seated spinal rotation, or you could do both. And then lastly, a very simple rotator cuff exercise is to just sit with the hands fairly close together on the band. Keep the arms very close in towards the sides of the body, and simply think of turning the elbows forward and spiraling the upper arms to work into the back of the shoulders and the upper back, and then release. So again, the thought is elbows into the body, sending the elbows a little forward and rotating the upper arms, challenging the deep muscles of scapular stability. And back. I hope those ideas are useful to you, and if you want to try a full class utilizing the Theraband, please head to pilatesanytime.com.